Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first edition of Joey and the Heel. I'm Joey.
And I'm Sean Hill, resident heel.
Nice. We've got a lot of things that we want to talk about today.
Hold on.
Okay.
It's the maiden voyage, baby. You look
That's
good. I look good. I think we're ready to go.
Thank you.
Let's do this, man.
Yeah, we do look
They've
good.
been waiting.
They have been waiting. You guys have been adding us like crazy on Facebook
Loving
and everything.
it.
Yeah.
Loving it. Appreciate the love.
It's been nice.
Glad your neck beards are tuning in.
Neck beards. Okay, yeah, sure. We've got a lot of things that we want to talk about. Not sure if we're going to talk about everything or we might diverge a little bit. But
Yeah, we're not.
We've got a little bit of a plan.
Oh, we've got a list.
We've got a list, pretty much.
Yeah, we're not going to go back to the list.
So since this is the first episode, you want to tell them what we're going to be talking about?
Oh, man, what do we got in the docket today? Well, pretty much everything. We'll probably start with a little bit of professional wrestling.
We're going to talk about a lot of different things. Everything that we're interested in, really.
That's it, man. I got some sports scores. What else? We're going to talk some anime. Talk some anime, music.
Music, video games.
All that good shit, you know?
And funny stuff. We'll probably just talk about funny stuff, too. Anything.
Funny
Anything,
shit.
really.
Lots of funny shit.
Yeah, cool. So what do you want to get started with? What do you want to do first?
You know what, man? Let's kick it off with some wrestling.
Wrestling. Okay, you want to talk about Seth Rollins' 24 special on the...
Talk about Seth Rollins. That was pretty cool, man.
Oh, man, I loved that. I really loved it. Yeah.
You know what was cool, man? And you got to root for the guys that grew up to be wrestling. Like, they got into it at a young age. They watched it religiously. He had wrestle buddies that he was beating up, man. He looked ecstatic to get a wrestle buddy when he was a kid.
He did.
So, you know, for a guy like that to make it, man, and make it as far as he's made it, it's awesome. Because, you know, a lot of guys get into it from bodybuilding or something like that to make
or
it
football or whatever.
It,
He's just a wrestler.
Something
man.
else didn't work out, but he wanted to be a wrestler his whole life, and he became a wrestler. How about it?
Yeah, definitely. It's crazy seeing what he went through, and it's actually kind of a sad story. If you haven't seen it, it's very well documented, and it shows things from his past, as Sean was just saying. The thing that I'm thinking, though, wasn't this whole thing perfect for him to come back as a face, but he's coming back as a heel.
Yeah, you know what? I was thrown off by that too, but just with the pool of talent you've got now, he's the best heel they've got.
He's an awesome heel. He's very good at being a heel.
He can get a crowd going, so
very
I understand.
Good at being a heel.
And for some reason or the other, you know, he matches up with guys like Roman Reigns and stuff like that. They're not ready to make Roman or Ambrose a heel, obviously.
Ambrose definitely not.
Ambrose is too hot right now.
Yeah.
You can't.
He's one of the top baby faces.
Rollins, man, like, yeah, I'll be honest, when I first watched it, I'm like, what are they doing?
Mm-hmm.
This guy got a babyface pop when he came out.
Huge. Yeah.
Dude, they went nuts.
Yeah.
And when he came out at Extreme Rules, I jumped off the couch.
Dude, I
jumped
know.
off the couch.
So
I said,
good. Yeah.
He's back. And I knew like it was business, but...
And you could tell he was excited.
Yeah,
he was
thrilled.
He was feeling it, man.
I think he will be a babyface down the line.
I hope
soon.
so.
But, because I think what I got from their little vignettes they did on Raw, where they were doing personal interviews. You had Rollins do a personal interview. Then you had Reigns. And Reigns actually gave a pretty good interview. I thought that was cool.
He did a good job.
There was a mutual respect there between the both of them. They weren't really destroying each other. It was kind of like where they started. So I think we're gonna get a little bit of
You think the Shield?
I do. I think we're gonna get a bit of it. A bit of it. It's not gonna be. It might only be for one match against whatever these guys are called now, the new outsiders. The Club.
The Club. Yeah.
Fake Hall.
Accidentally called the Bullet Club on the
Thanks,
last
Cena.
Raw.
Thanks, Cena.
Did you Cena, dude?
No, I love it.
Yeah.
Cena can do whatever he wants.
He can do whatever he wants. Yeah.
So that was cool. But yeah, the 24. If you guys haven't seen that, man, get on the network. And if you don't have the network, you're a loser.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
You're a loser. Get
Why
on
would
the
you not
network.
have the network?
Why? Why wouldn't you? What is it? $9.99.
$9.99.
It's $9.99.
Yeah.
Get on there and check it out because that 24/7 is cool. Plus, there's Daniel Bryan's. There's a couple guys, man. They're all pretty cool.
Yeah. And I like what's it called? Table for Three.
Table for Three is cool.
Oh, dude, I love that. It's
and
really
you got
good.
what's his name? The high flyer guy from NXT comes out. Neville. He's eating an apple.
Oh my god!
What are you doing,
dude?
A five-star dinner. The guy comes in with an apple.
Did you see how tightly and up he had his shirt like buttoned right to his neck?
He's a weird
so
character.
funny. It was really he's a
weird guy.
He's cool though. He's still out on injury.
And you know what the thing is with the network, man? There's so many pay-per-views, and I've got a buddy who will sit there and he's started at 96 in your house, and he worked his way all the way up to 2002. He's been going for a while. I can't sit there and watch full pay-per-views, but the insider stuff is cool, and Swerved is funny. So
Swerved is funny. The Edge and Christian show I really like a lot. I think it's cool.
Yeah,
I think it's really cool.
Plus, Mick Foley's daughter's gonna be on a show, and she's banging. She is friggin' banging.
She is very pretty. She's a pretty girl.
It's been talked about plenty of times, but how does that come from Mick Foley? She's friggin' stacked, dude. She is stacked.
You know, I met Mick Foley when I was just a little kid. Like, my mom...
Did he scare the shit out of you?
No, dude, he was super cool. I met him and Al Snow. And my mom was playing this gig where it's like, they would play, and then wrestlers would come to do signings.
Right.
Autograph signings. Well, the booker didn't put out anything about Mick Foley or Al Snow being there. So nobody showed up.
Oh, man.
Dude, and we all felt so bad for them, but I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. I've got Mick Foley and Al Snow.
It's just me, Mick Foley, and Al.
Just the three of us, dude. It was so cool. They had huge stacks of, things to sign for everybody. But
yeah, it's like a Virgil autograph signing.
Oh.
Please, God, tell me you've seen them pictures of Virgil just sitting at autograph signing.
No, that's
by
terrible.
himself.
How would you not want an autograph from him?
Because he's Virgil. Let me get into the picture here. It's just like somebody panned in from like way out in this parking lot, and he's sitting there at this table, and it's just Virgil sitting there like this.
Oh.
And it's like, meet former wrestling superstar Virgil. It's like, in what world was this guy a wrestling superstar? Like, yeah, I hear he's got a huge hog, but nobody cares about him as far as like anything else. Like, you're Virgil, man, superstar. Get out of here, man. You keep following DiBiase around. Maybe he'll give you a job. Jesus.
Oh, that's okay. Well, okay. Good to know how you feel about Virgil. The other thing I want to talk about Seth Rollins is the redesign, rebuild, reclaim. He actually came up with that, and I really like that. Again, another face.
It's another face move.
Face move.
But he's selling merchandise regardless. So
those shirts are really cool.
They're pretty cool.
I really like them. The white and black. Yeah.
You gotta say this. As watered down as the product has gotten, or people say it's gotten, the merchandise still kicks ass.
It does. Well, that shirt you got on right there. There you go. Nice.
Raw started off with the 6 guys. There's 6 of them, right? On top of the ladders.
Oh yeah.
In the ring, in the weirdest beginning to a show I've seen in a long time. I didn't like it. I mean, it was all right. Chris Jericho was hilarious sitting up there.
I love Chris
Jericho. His back and forth with
Jericho.
Sami Zayn, they got a good little back and forth going. But Jericho can do that with everybody.
He's an awesome heel.
And you knew a melee was going to break out. And of course, it was Ambrose who started it. But yeah, that's the build up to the Money in the Bank match, and that's going to be a good one because there's a ton of talent in that match. If either one of those guys got over, I wouldn't be upset.
Yeah,
I really wouldn't be that mad. Like Cesaro, awesome. Ambrose, awesome.
I might be considered the heel in this, but I think it'd be kind of cool to see Chris Jericho.
You know what, man? It wouldn't bother me at all. I don't think it's going to happen because I think he's going to go back to the rock and roll shit.
You think so?
Yeah, I do eventually. The thing is, like Chris Jericho, man, he's such a great heel as well.
He is.
That he'll get
really
on
great.
Twitter and social media and have you convinced that he hates all these young guys. I'm going to bury him, he says. And
yeah.
What he's really doing is putting these guys
He's
over.
Putting them over,
awesome.
100%. Yeah.
I think it's going to be great. That's going to be a good match. If I had to lean towards somebody right now, because like I said before, when I think something might happen with the 3 guys formerly known as the members of the Shield, I think Dean Ambrose is going to win the Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
I think his time's come.
It's
and he's starting to win matches.
Setup.
He's starting to win matches clean, and it's crazy because he was losing like at every pay per view, and
Dude,
he was in the
that
best
was
match of the night
terrible.
most of the time. Besides that god awful match he had with Lesnar at WrestleMania, it was terrible, and I was really upset because I'm like, this is going to be a bloodbath, man. I can't wait, and it was just,
Yeah.
So we'll see. I think Lesnar's stamina had a lot to do with that, but I think Ambrose is going to get over, man. I think they're going to give him a shot because he's super over. Fans love him, man. They bug out. He's a cool character.
He's awesome. Everyone can connect to him, or
if they give him a little more leeway, and I think they did at Extreme Rules in that cage match. If they let him go like full psycho, I think that'll be good.
Yeah.
But you got Jericho then. Or you?
I'm not gonna say that it'll happen, but I would like to see Jericho go again, man. I'd like to see him get the title again. I know that sounds weird, but I think he deserves it.
Jericho could be in the Hall of Fame right now.
Think of his age. Think of how amazing he is at being a heel. He destroys people, man, and he stays in character. And I know a lot of people criticize him, but he's really very talented guy. You got to think between his podcast, which I listen to constantly, love his podcast. Check it out. I'll plug it. His podcast is awesome. He's a great actor. He's done tons of different little things on YouTube and stuff.
He's a rock star. Man.
He's awesome.
He is a rock star. He can do a lot of different things. He was hosting it wasn't like a game show on NBC a while back too.
And he's been on Dancing with the Stars. He's done everything.
He's done a lot of different
He's done everything.
Yeah,
he's awesome.
He's the man.
Awesome guy.
Just from the moment he walked into WWE, even before.
WCW.
I watched him and Malenko have matches back and forth when I was a kid. I used to watch WCW and I would tune in because it was, up here was 27 was TNT, 28 was USA. So you just up and down. Yeah. And I would see what WCW was doing. Here we go, man. What's that?
Hold on. We're going to have to edit that out, definitely. I'm so sorry.
No, it's all right, man. Keep it rolling.
Rule number 1, if you're recording anything, music, podcast, whatever, video, always silence your cell phones.
You know what?
Is your phone silenced?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Good.
I'm not an idiot. But we, it's all natural here, man. We're just going off. It's our first episode. Give us a goddamn break.
Yeah, give us a break, man. Jesus.
Jerks already.
Probably like giving us thumbs down and saying, whatever, man.
Thumbs down my ass.
Whatever.
Thumbs down their ass. How about that?
Thumbs up their asses.
That too.
Okay, so then there was Rusev versus Jack Swagger with Titus O'Neil. Titus O'Neil is a big dude. He is huge.
He's a big guy.
I recently went to WWE Live at Albany. This is my first time going to a live wrestling event. Right. Titus was there. I didn't know he was going to be, and he was the biggest guy there. Like, he was huge. It was crazy.
But Titus is a big guy.
Yeah.
Let's backtrack for a second.
Okay.
You've been to one live wrestling event.
Only one.
Really? And how long have you been a fan of wrestling?
Since I was 8, I think.
You've missed it. You haven't gone to any shows in Albany. They do a bunch, man. You get like 2 or 3 a year.
Yeah.
There's Raw, there's SmackDown, there's a couple house shows.
I've always wanted to go, but it's like, it's a weird thing where work schedules are weird, or trying to find other people who are into wrestling. That's another thing we could talk about too, is people who are like hidden in the closet about liking wrestling.
You gotta get out, man. It's wrestling, man.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with liking it.
You can't be a halfway wrestling fan. I tell everybody who want, girls will come over, and what do you want? I'm watching wrestling. You watch this stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Why? Because shut your mouth, that's why. I like wrestling. Good deal.
But my first live event was awesome, dude. It was really great.
Oh, cool.
My favorite match, I think, was Charlotte versus Natalya.
And that was before the title match.
It was before. It was the night before, and it was an awesome match, man. That was really good.
Tell them what you were telling me. You said Charlotte looks a lot better at the live show.
She does.
I bet she's a good-looking girl in person, man.
It's really weird, man. Like, you'd think being on television, okay, they're gonna put tons of makeup on you, make you look really good, right? Well, I'm not saying that she looks bad. We're not saying that she looks bad on television. No. Dude, we saw her.
She just doesn't look good.
Okay. I'm not saying that.
I'm totally joking.
Yeah, I think
Flair's
so.
daughter, much respect.
Yeah, and she's an amazing athlete.
She can get it.
Okay. But me and my girlfriend saw her, man, and she's like at least 10 times more pretty in person than she is on television. I don't understand it, but
that's a lot of times.
Man. Yeah, 10.
So then how are you
10?
How are you not saying that she's ugly? 10's a lot. Like, she's 10 times better looking in real life.
No.
So she looks like shit on TV.
No, she does not look like shit on TV. But you look at Sasha Banks, and in my opinion, Sasha's a beautiful girl. Man. And or Becky Lynch, another beautiful girl.
I like Becky too. I like Becky. I just think Becky has a flat ass. But other than that, she's a good looking girl.
She is.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, let's leave it at that.
Since we're talking about, I want to get into this because we had this discussion.
Yeah.
Stephanie McMahon. Oh my god. And I think she gets hotter every week because there were times where you're like, eh. I'm not saying she ever looks bad because she doesn't ever look bad, but there are times where you're like, This Monday, oh my god, dude. She comes out wearing all black and she's got them big fake boobs and she's just looking tight. So she comes out looking good, man. What did I say to you? I forgot the number you gave her, but from a 1 to a 10, 1 being ew, or a 10 being I would suck a fart out of her butt.
I was just trying to find
I would give her an 11 twice.
Yeah, and I
sucked 2 farts, man. She looked right, man. She looked good.
I believe my response was an 8, maybe?
Yeah, an 8. You wouldn't suck a fart out of her butt.
I would never suck the fart out of anyone's ass, okay? I wouldn't. I would not.
You might get a paycheck from her, man. thanks for sucking that fart, Joe. Here's a couple million. And then you go, and then you go, who's into stuff like that? I said millionaires, people with too much money. Hey, let's try something different. I want to get a fart sucked out of my butt. Dude. Stephanie could though. I think for very cheap. I think I would do it twice.
Very cheap.
Yeah, very cheap.
Like, what's the price? Can I get a price?
Like a bag of hot fries.
No. Serious price. If Stephanie,
I would do it voluntarily.
If Triple H,
awesome.
Dude, what?
Yeah, she's hot.
You would suck a fart out of any woman's ass. Let me just say, okay, so it's Stephanie
McMahon.
McMahon.
Not any woman's. No, not any woman's.
Stephanie McMahon.
Now you're making it sound like I don't have standards.
No, I'm not saying.
It's fine. Yeah, bag of hot fries and maybe like a little bit of whiskey or something. Anyway, we'll move on.
Let's move on. Okay, so Titus O'Neil's on commentary. Rusev versus Jack Swagger. Jack Swagger got counted out because he got thrown into Titus O'Neil.
In his hometown.
In his hometown, dude.
Just keep buried it. He smokes too much weed, man. That's the thing. He keeps getting suspended for weed. You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
He keeps getting busted smoking pot.
Well,
if you guys are listening, comment in because he really Wow. I'm not lying. He smokes a lot of bud, man.
I'm surprised they've kept him.
He's super talented, man.
He is super talented.
He's got a wrestling background. I like Swagger. I like the whole real American thing.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool.
Oh jeez. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. You didn't like it?
No, I do. But remember, I was telling you again at the live event that I went to, the Shining Stars.
Oh my god. Yeah.
They're good, man.
Oh, I love Primo.
Really good.
They're good wrestlers for sure, man. They come from a good background.
Dude, they were like hitting the crowd hard, man. They really were. It was great. But so they're from Puerto Rico, correct?
Yeah.
So
from a long line of Puerto Rican wrestlers.
So these guys come out, and people start chanting USA.
Idiots.
Dude.
God, why Albany? Why do you make us all look stupid, man?
And they're like, do you realize where Puerto Rico is?
I might not be a smart man, but I know what Puerto Rico is.
Oh, man.
Come on, man.
So, yeah. But anyways, what do you think of this whole Rusev versus Titus O'Neil?
I don't care for it at all.
No?
I might be the only person living, but I'm sure there's more. But people don't openly come out and say that Titus kind of sucks when he talks. He's funny. He's got some charisma.
Yeah.
But sometimes he just babbles. And he'll, he was doing the whole Ali thing, and I get that, and we'll get into Ali later.
Yeah, definitely.
But I don't know, man. He was funnier as a heel when he was out there with Darren, who's doing this. I don't even want to get into that stupid.
Let's not even get into that. I don't know why they're doing that.
Because I don't want to go off on a tangent. Because the guy is loony, and they got him on camera just doing all this crazy. He was loony back in the 80s and the 70s and whatever. He's a nutbag.
I think they're trying to do like a Adult Swim funny kind of It's weird, so it's cool.
Why can't he? Man, this is gonna be controversial. But why can't they just get into the fact that in this day and age on camera tell people that Darren's gay?
Yeah, they should.
Not like gimmick. I'm not talking make it a gimmick because it's not a gimmick.
It's not a gimmick.
Don't have him come out with boas on and make him look stupid. Just him come out because he's a good looking dude.
Yeah,
he's in good shape. Mm-hmm. He can wrestle. He's a good worker.
He is a good worker.
And he's gay. Just so happens that he likes dudes.
And he's open about it. And actually,
no shame in that, man. I just think they're trying so hard to make him something he's not. Like, let's make him like this. He almost is like a new Otunga, who I couldn't stand, except he's a better worker. Uppity African American wrestler, man. But it's like, man, this guy's got a lot of potential and he's got a lot of character, and you're pairing him with Bob Backlund, people.
I don't think it's going to work.
No disrespect to Bob Backlund.
No, not at all. Definitely not at all. Don't take it the wrong way.
Not thrilled.
But I don't think with all these new people coming in, it's going to be hard for these guys. Like Cody Rhodes just leaving. Dude, man, what a mistake by WWE. Cody Rhodes, amazing worker, obviously his father and everything. But just even without Dusty, Cody is a great wrestler. His acting skills are great too, in my opinion, personally.
I don't think he's got any faults as far as a sports entertainer. Even before, when he was a heel and he had the mustache going, I loved him.
Oh, the mustache, I hate it though. It grossed me out.
When he was dashing Cody Rhodes, I loved that, man. I love those cocky heels, man. But when he paired up with his brother, man, and they beat the Shield, that was awesome. That was a great night when they won the titles on Raw. That was great. Or no, was it on? They kept their job on Raw.
Right.
And Dusty came out and helped them. But Cody's awesome, man. We can get into that too, man. I'll put it up on Facebook if you guys want to talk about Dusty. Well, you can talk about Dusty anytime you want. Dusty was the man.
Of course.
Cody, you want to talk about Cody? Did you like him? Did you not? Because he's one of those guys. I think a lot of people really liked him.
Yeah.
Didn't really get talked about too much as far as like. Because they'll talk about how come Ziggler's not getting a push? How come Ambrose isn't getting a push? Cody didn't get talked about like that.
Cody, man.
People
yeah.
were fine with Cody being where he was, and I always thought that he should have been a headliner. Super talented, man.
Cody and Damian Sandow.
That was great.
Dude.
Those two together.
And they're both gone. They're both no longer employed
I understand
by the WWE.
Sandow.
You do? Really?
I-
Explain to me, because in my personal opinion, I didn't understand it at all. I was flabbergasted. When I read all those people and then Damian Sandow, I was like, this guy's over with the audience.
Yeah, he was over with the audience, but he was almost like he was over because he was goofy. I don't know if he could have been a main event type guy. I think Cody's one of the guys who you could have taken seriously as a babyface, or like this guy's the real deal. I think you got guys like Santino, and in no way am I comparing Sandow to Santino. Sandow was a good worker. I thought he was good in the ring. He had a great little niche as far as that whole genius thing went.
Oh, I loved that.
I thought it was funny. He was just shitting on people, and it was great.
Holding the microphone.
Oh yeah, it was great, man. But he was a laugh. I liked him. I understand him leaving more than Cody. It was a surprise to me, and I really, to be honest, I hadn't read the reasoning.
You don't know the reasoning for Cody?
I know there was an issue. And I get it, because there's always seems to be an issue with the writers and, the whole CM Punk thing. Like, you hear the stories. So I got it.
Let me break the story for you then.
Okay.
As much of it as I know.
Right.
Cody repeatedly... let me start over. Repeatedly went to the writers saying, I don't want to be Stardust anymore. Here's how we get out of my character. Here's how we get back into my Cody Rhodes character.
Right.
Here's an idea to do this. So kept doing that, and he kept getting ignored.
Right.
Like, to the point where towards the end, he released a statement that said something like, I didn't read all of it, but something about like a writer was more fixated on talking to one of the females kind of thing. So that's why he wanted his release. I can totally understand that. As an artist, if you're being confined to a certain bubble, first of all, that's really hard. And he did it really well. He did Stardust really well, in my personal opinion.
He ran with it.
He really did. He took something that was kind of crappy to begin with, because he's just taking gold dust and making something else. But
I truly believe certain guys can make crappy gimmicks work out. Like,
and he's one of them.
Look at if you really think about the Undertaker as a gimmick, like we're gonna throw a dead guy out there and see how it works, and he's one of the greatest.
He's
of all
one of the
time.
greatest.
Cody's father, and when they put the polka dots on him.
But he rolled with it, man. He rolled with it hard, yeah.
It was awesome, because he loved it, and he just did it, man. There's certain guys that have that, and I think Cody was one of them. They probably could have kept him as Stardust, and he would have made it work. But I get that he wanted to change it up.
Yeah,
because he's a serious dude. He's a
and
real deal.
He should be taken not professionally. He is professional, so he should be taken seriously.
Seriously, as a professional.
Yeah.
He's talented, man.
He's super talented.
I love the disaster kick, man.
Yeah,
I love that move. It's simple, but it's like it's effective, man. It's cool.
I actually really liked it when him and Goldust were in a tag team. And they started a thing where they were like feuding against each other, and then it just
fizzled out.
Yep. I was really hoping that they would do something with that, because both those guys are amazing wrestlers.
Well, that's when Dusty was still around, and Dusty came out and was like, "You're Cody, and don't call me Cody."
Yes.
And then Dusty passed.
Dude, I know.
And I literally was very close to crying, and it. You know what it was? They are really good at those video tributes, man.
That's
true. The song in the background, and you see him coming out, and the crowd's picking him up. He was like the working man's wrestler, man. Like,
he was.
People loved that guy,
yeah.
And it was the business is better for having him.
Yeah.
And, guys like Ric Flair. I mean, Ric Flair cries a lot, but when you see guys like that with that kind of clout cry about a guy like Dusty, it makes you. And then Renee was crying live on the thing.
She was crying hard, man.
That was unbelievable. And you know what?
Sad.
Like, I knew. Because they want you to be professional, but I think everybody in the back in the production, Chuck, Vince McMahon himself, I think they're all like, man.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Cody Rhodes, man. And, then Piper was not too long after that. But it's never easy, but I thought maybe they would do something with Cody after that. Like, you know what? This is for my father. I'm Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
And they didn't.
Yeah.
And they didn't, man. They dropped the ball on that. All right, we're back. Quick thing before we get started, I want to give a little shout out to Justin's Pizza, man. So if you're into wings and pizza and all that good ass shit, get down to Galway if you're in the area. I mean, keep it local. Justin's Pizza, he's a good dude, good food, great wings. Great wings. Get your ass down there, get a pie. It's over on 5831 Sacandaga Road in Galway. That's 5831 Sacandaga Road, Galway, New York. Get yourself out there, get a pie, get some wings, do it. Another quick shout out, man. We got a guy helped us out. We needed some likes, some support. We just got this thing started, man. This is a vision Joey had.
Yep.
He brought me in to do it. Jack Baxter, man. He's on Facebook. He's got himself a nice little page. 80s toys from my attic.
So cool.
It's cool, man. Cool. If you're into retro toys, action figures, games, stuff like that, he posts about them. He's got pictures, cool shit. He's a good dude. Lots of wrestling fans on there, and I appreciate the love. Thanks for the support.
Yeah, thanks.
All of our friends out there who jumped on Facebook and started liking this shit up, man, because they got on it quick. And
you guys did, yeah, seriously. So thank you so much.
Been
Hopefully
dropping,
you like the videos.
That's it, man. We've been dropping crazy promos, videos, just trying to get people over. And we love the love, man. Appreciate it. All the old heads, all the new guys, all the friends. Thanks a lot, man. Let's get back into Raw then.
Yeah, we only have a couple more things we want to talk about Raw. The other things we're just going to leave out because they weren't the greatest things in the world. They weren't, So we're going to talk about the John Cena promo.
All right.
So
you've seen it. Did you like it? Did he get
it was good. Cena came back. He didn't get as many boos as he usually does.
Right.
That's good.
People gotta start respecting the guy eventually.
Dude, I respect him 100%.
You have to.
He's great.
The guy's earned it, man.
Really great wrestler.
I like this dynamic, though, and I know we were talking about it, that you kind of wanted to see AJ stay babyface for a while, but this has been building up for years, man, because it's always been a discussion. That's the face of the WWE, then you had AJ, who was everywhere else.
Yeah.
These are the two guys everybody wants to see, and I think he was going to be a heel as soon as he came in, but, Cena was out.
Yeah, and they'll have excellent matches, no doubt about that. They'll have excellent matches. But I feel like AJ Styles was getting a really good babyface push.
Oh, yeah.
And the crowd was really gravitating towards him. Then you got Roman Reigns, which the crowd is just falling apart on, which you're going to talk about later. But, so I just feel like AJ... We should have kept him face for a little while longer. He could have had a nice face run. But anyways, so he comes out, and Styles initially still face, right? He comes out, and he's cool, tries to shake his hand or something like that, right? Didn't something like that happen?
That was the week before.
That was the week before, right? So he comes out, shakes his hand, turns heel.
We're buddies, yeah, I respect you, respect me, wham. It's all over.
Wham. So it was a quick heel turn. It was all right. It wasn't that great, in my opinion.
Right.
In my opinion. So on this Monday, Cena comes out, he starts talking.
Well, I think it was less the turn itself and who he was turning on. Because that people, at least the older fans in the crowd, they don't like Cena. So you smash on Cena, you're going to get a reaction, but the kids are going to freaking cry, man, because you were cool. We liked you. You were a good guy for a little while. They're beating up our hero, man. I just think it was... I think it was well played. I like it.
You still get that weird thing, though, where it's like, okay, so you're going to have a bunch of the, I don't know what you want to call them, but the people cheering for the heel in AJ Styles, because they're going to like him more than John Cena. So then you're going to have the back and forth. So, I don't know.
Well,
it's
a reaction's a reaction.
A reaction's a reaction. Totally
and they're going to buy tickets.
Totally true.
They're going to tune into the network because someone's rooting for somebody or someone's rooting against somebody.
So the main thing I wanted to talk about this was Styles was like a super heel, and I thought personally he was really good at it. I have not watched his stuff at TNA. I'll be honest.
Yeah, and we were talking about that.
Yeah,
he's been a heel.
Yeah,
and a really good one.
I didn't know that.
In TNA when he had Flair as his manager, when he was rolling around with Angle and those guys, he was a good heel. He was a cocky little shit because he was like, "I'm the future of this company, and you're gonna respect me. I'm the future of wrestling," and he was right. And He was a really good heel, man.
And I was really surprised because actually I've heard on I won't mention the podcasts, but I've heard on other podcasts that he wasn't good on the mic, and so
it's not bad.
He comes in as a babyface, and I'm like, he's good. Why not? You know
what
he's fine.
it is? I think when people get that, I don't think he's bad on the mic at all. He's got a really deep Southern drawl.
Yeah, which is...
And it's almost
not shitty
yokel-ish, like good old boyish, you know? But, I mean, JR had that. And,
yeah, exactly.
You know, but then again, JR was just a play-by-play guy. But
Austin's got an accent.
He was a badass, though, man. Austin's one of a kind, dude. Yeah. You know.
Well, anyways, I just wanted to say that Styles, I thought he did a good promo. He did a good job. And
for sure.
It was a little bit of like a shoot. It was kind of weird. He kind of like low-blowed Cena a little bit. He said something about burying other wrestlers. I can't remember exactly what he said.
You know what, though? You know why they use that? Because they know fans talk about that type of shit on social media. Oh, Cena buries everybody. Bring it up, then. You're going to get some feelings stirred up, man. You talk about the stuff everybody's talking about. So
Stephanie announcing that she's going to run SmackDown.
Right.
That's pretty big news. And what was kind of weird, the crowd didn't pop at all. I didn't notice a pop at all. It was just kind of like Teddy Long was on there. That was kind of awkward too. Love Teddy, but kind of awkward.
He completely botched his first. No, he did not even a little. He completely botched that first promo. He had to start over. He actually said, "Let me start again," and he went back and started in front of a live audience and did it again.
Well, sometimes you got to do that.
Yeah, I mean, he's just an old crazy bastard, dude.
Yeah,
he's losing it, man. He's losing it.
A little, I think so, but he's awesome. But Stephanie announces, she said something like, "No one else is going to run SmackDown because I'm running it." Something like that. And it should be like, oh, shit, now we know.
It's just people, you know what they
want. I think people
wanted to see. Yeah. I think they wanted to see somebody different.
But that's big news.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
So most likely that means that Shane will run Monday Night Raw.
If we're lucky, yeah.
If we're lucky. I'm not sure. I kind of think he's going to go away. I think that they'll bring someone else in.
Yeah, I got a feeling too.
Originally, him coming back wasn't supposed to be a long-term thing. The reason why they've kept him for so long is because of the enormous pop that he got when he came back.
Well, what the hell's Triple H?
That's going to be something to do with NXT. Something's going to happen with NXT. Taz was speculating on his show. Taz has a show too, if you don't know that. If you don't, that's crazy because it's really good. But he was speculating that they're going to divide Monday Night Raw, and I like this idea. First half is NXT, separate programming.
Oh, this is a real thing. They were talking about this?
Taz was talking about this. Okay. He said that he said it's very likely that it might happen.
That'd be cool.
NXT's for the first hour, and then it switches to Raw for the last 2 hours. So Raw wouldn't be 3 hours anymore, which I think maybe we would all like.
Definitely switching things up. Yeah, man.
You know?
Definitely be different. I would be alright with that.
Yeah, so that wraps it up for Raw.
For sure.
And we're going to talk about some other things. Sean's going to talk some sports for you right now.
Yeah, let's get into some sports, man. This week, if you haven't been paying attention, if you're not big on sports, and if you're tuning in for sports, you know. There's been a few deaths this week in the world of sports, man, and not just. And no disrespect to Kimbo Slice, he passed away at I believe he was 42 years old, heart failure, and it was sad because he's a lovable character. The guy, he came from nothing, he started fighting on YouTube, came up and started beating people up and getting money to do it. So rest in peace, Kimbo Slice. But just yesterday, well, this is Friday, I heard about the news about Gordie Howe. Gordie Howe is, they consider Wayne Gretzky the greatest of all time. But Gordie Howe was Wayne Gretzky before Wayne Gretzky. They even call him Mr. Hockey. There's no Mr. Basketball, there's no Mr. Baseball, there's no Mr. Football. This guy was Mr. Hockey, man. He was the guy, he's 88 years old, passed away. But the big one, not to take away from the other guys, but Muhammad Ali, man. There was a stretch of time where Muhammad Ali was the most famous man in the world. Not athlete.
The greatest.
The most famous man in the world. He started all this heel promo shit, man. This guy was talking about how pretty he was and how good he was in the 60s in the South as a black man. Yeah. He wasn't afraid of anything. Say what you want about the whole draft dodging thing. The guy couldn't sit at a diner then, with his friends because of the color of his skin. I wouldn't want to go off and fight either. But he was a great man. He did a lot for the world, especially the world of sports, man. He really was the greatest boxer. You watch the guy in the ring,
absolutely,
the most nimble heavyweight you ever seen, man. Just get on YouTube and look up some clips, man. Muhammad Ali, rest in peace. Did a lot for the world of wrestling as well.
He did.
He's at WrestleMania 1. Roddy Piper had some stories. Rest in peace, Roddy Piper. He had stories. He had stories about Muhammad Ali as well, about how much Ali loved wrestling.
Yeah.
I guess they got into a ring one time and they were talking, and he goes, you know, if they're gonna headlock, put me in a headlock. Taking telling Roddy to throw moves on him, man.
Oh, cool.
That's cool, man. So
cool.
Muhammad Ali, rest in peace.
Definitely.
So what we'll do is we'll get into some scores, and I just want to let you guys know we're definitely going to talk fantasy football. Football season's around the corner. I know the finals aren't even over yet. We're talking about football, but the football, we'll get into fantasy football. Trust me, I'm huge on fantasy. So last night, Game 4 of the NBA Finals. It was in Cleveland, and this was seemingly Cleveland's chance to knot up the series at their home court because they can't seem to win in Golden State. Unfortunately for them, it did not happen. Golden State took the win yesterday, 108-97 in Cleveland. Steph Curry put up 38 points last night, and he's been missing the whole series, and he showed up and delivered last night.
That's crazy.
So now it's going back to Oakland, 3-1. I personally, I think it's over, but you never know, man. And I like LeBron. I'm not one of those guys who doesn't like LeBron, but Steph Curry's got the ticket right now, man. I know the Stanley Cup's going on right now. I'm not sure if they're playing tonight, but I'm pretty sure it's 3-2 Penguins. So if you're a hockey fan, you got that to look forward to. Some baseball news. The New York Mets, they're going tomorrow. They're still in Milwaukee. They've been in Milwaukee for 3 days. They lost today. They won the last 2 games. They're playing some good ball, man. They got to get the bats going. They're playing all right. Now, and as much as I hate to say this because Mets to the core, the New York Yankees are red hot right now. The New York Yankees are kicking ass right now. They're just hitting, and they needed that because their pitching is not great. They're not overwhelming. Yankees are playing great baseball, so if you're a Yankee fan, you got something to look forward to. If you're out on the West Coast, watching us, God bless you, man, because this is brand new.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
But we appreciate. Dub Nation page on Instagram. They followed us. They're out in San Francisco. They're huge Warriors fans.
Awesome.
They followed us on Instagram. So shout out to Dub. That's all the way out West Coast. Hey, I appreciate it. I'm going to cover a lot of local sports, man. We're up here in New York. We're going to get this going. Yankees, Mets right now. They're the talk of the town. But, as far as other things on the sports docket,
UFC.
We went over, and I was just going to say, man, you got Brock Lesnar coming back.
Yeah.
UFC 200. He's fighting the Super Samoan Mark Hunt. It's Mark Hunt. It's not Michael. It's Mark.
It's not Michael. Yes.
It's not Michael Hunt. And Mark Hunt, who is a man's man, and he could knock out a bear.
Right.
He's a freaking animal. And Brock Lesnar is a freak of nature.
He's
Don't get me wrong. Work that ground and pound, he might have it.
Yeah, I think so.
But that card, if you're a UFC fan, and we'll talk Lesnar because we're wrestling fans. But if you like UFC, man, you gotta watch 200, man. The card's stacked. You got Frankie Edgar versus Jose Aldo for the I think it's the vacant featherweight title because McGregor dropped it. So you got a title fight there. It's deep all the way through from the prelims up, man. You got John Bones Jones, New York native John Bones Jones going against Daniel Cormier for the light heavyweight title. Win his title back, and he never lost. He got himself suspended. I don't know if you followed him. He got himself suspended for cocaine. A few other things, but he's coming back. And I was just talking to Joey. We got word that I believe CM Punk's going to be fighting Mickey Gall, UFC 202. The headliner of that card is Nate Diaz. He's getting his rematch with McGregor is getting his rematch with Diaz after the loss a couple months back, the upset of the year. But that's going to be a great card too because I think people want to see Punk fight. Whether he gets his ass kicked or not, you want to see Punk fight. So a lot going on in the world of MMA. You got to watch 200 though, I'm telling you. You got to watch it. It's going to be amazing.
I think so. I think
it's
it'll be awesome.
It's going to be stacked.
All right, well, we're going to wrap it up. We still had a lot more to talk about.
Yeah, we did.
We rambled on about some
We'll get into some more stuff, man. We'll get into some music, some anime.
I've got a bunch of stuff.
We just love wrestling, man.
We love wrestling. We talk too much about wrestling, but hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully. We want to thank everybody for watching, and please tune in the next time we submit a video onto YouTube.
That's right.
You can add us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Follow us on all those things.
But if they don't want to do that,
Uh-huh.
I got a piece of advice for them.
What's that?
Don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Don't be a dick. Tune in, man.
Tune
Jesus,
in.
What do you got going on? Yeah,
Joey
you gotta hang out with your friends. You ain't got friends.
Joey in the heel.
Family sucks. Joey in the hill. That's all you gotta say.
Good, man.
Hey, man. Maiden voyage. I loved it.
Bye.
Bada boom.
Oh, that was scary, dude. 2 minutes.